Good morning, children. We'll continue with the significance of the family. Okay, open the photocopy of the pages which I have sent you. I hope you must have got it done photocopied. So, in this, we'll see significance of some small family. Small family norm. The size of the family is a matter of great importance, not only for the country as well as whole, but also for the health and welfare of the individual and family and the community. So, what is the small family norm is that the size of the family is very important aspect as far as the its importance is concerned. The size of the family is very important because it also affects the health and welfare of the individual and the family, because everybody is the people, children who are staying in the family, everybody is affected by having good health and also the welfare of the individual. A person who is staying in the family should be healthy, and also the welfare part of the family, everybody is having good food, everybody is having good stay in the family, all the needs are fulfilled, and they are studying, if their children are studying, they are getting everything, as far as if they are going to स्कूल जाने वाले बच्चे हैं तो उनके लिए सब चीज़ सुविधाएं हैं घर में. एंड ऑल्सो एट द सेम टाइम्स the family and the community, because family who is staying in a community, there is some importance of their of the family. If they are, we are staying in the locality, जहाँ हम रहते हैं उस locality से भी हमारा बहुत कुछ relation रहता है. तो to continue with that, we see that you have to see the health as well as the welfare of the individual, the family and the community. If we are staying in a family, these all things are very important. Then what do we understand by norm? A norm in relation to family size, according to socialist, implies a pattern which sets limits for any community fertility behavior. For any community, fertility behavior is very important aspect, because the norm of the family is basically depends upon the size. The size of the family should be such so that everyone is getting equally whatever they want, their needs and their requirements are fulfilled. And uh, because if you see, if in a family, if suppose there are many children, suppose 10-12 children, it's difficult at times for the parents to fulfill their demands and fulfill their needs and demands. So according to the sociologist, we have to follow a pattern which sets a limit. And when we are following any pattern, they have already set a limit for any community fertility behavior. We have to follow that uh, pattern which the sociologists have set for the community, like for following the pattern of the fertility rate. Suppose बहुत सारी जगहों पे है कि दे कैन ओनली हैव वन चिल्ड्रन, बहुत सारी जगहों पे है दे कैन हैव टू चिल्ड्रन. So we have to follow this. When we are staying in a community, we have to follow this norms that are very important. Then need to adopt two-child family norm. India has made significant progress, but many of the gains have been neutralized by the rapid growth of population. Though India is progressing very fast these days, but what the problem is that India is a very vast populated country, and the rapid growth of population. The growth of the population is very rapid. बहुत fast जो ग्रोथ है इंडिया में पॉपुलेशन का बढ़ता जा रहा है. इसलिए what happens, the country does not have the resources to bring about a radical qualitative improvement in the lives of the hundreds of millions. So what happens, the country is not having that much of resources. कंट्री के पास उतनी रिसोर्सेज नहीं है ताकि वो बच्चों के सारे डिमांड्स को, उनके क्या कहते हैं, हेल्दी प्रोपोर्शन, न्यूट्रिशन ऑफ द फूड, इन सब चीज़ों को अच्छे से मैनेज कर सके. About qualitative and improvement in the lives of hundreds of millions, at the same time to provide to millions more. और एट द सेम टाइम जिस तरीके से रैपिडली ग्रोथ बढ़ रहा है, जो बच्चे हैं उन्हीं की डिमांड्स पूरी नहीं हो पाती तब तक और सेट ऑफ जनरेशन्स आ जाते हैं और उनकी डिमांड्स को भी पूरा करना पड़ता है. अ स्लोअर इंक्रीज इन पॉपुलेशन वुड इनेबल क्वालिटेटिव चेंजेस. लेकिन अगर ग्रोथ जो है वो थोड़ा धीमे धीमे बढ़ेगा, द चेंज इन द पॉपुलेशन विल बी क्वालिटेटिवली स्लोवर, देन व्हाट विल हैपन, the population would enable qualitative changes, then the population will have qualitative changes in them. उनमें जो है qualitative changes को लाया जा सकता है अगर population का rate थोड़ा slow हो. Okay, then amplification of family size. The size of a family affects the quality of life of human beings. जैसा साइज होता है फैमिली का, दैट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द क्वालिटी एंड इट ऑल्सो अफेक्ट्स द क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ. जितना साइज होता है वो फैमिली की क्वालिटी को इफ़ेक्ट को ज़रूर दिखाता है. कैसे? द क्वालिटी डज नॉट परटेन टू इकोनॉमिक स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग टुडे, रादर इट हैज़ मच मोर वाइडर होराइजन. क्या क्या बता रहे हैं यहाँ पे? जितना साइज होता है फैमिली का वो आपको द क्वालिटी ऑफ देयर लिविंग से यू कैन मेक आउट व्हाट इज़ द साइज ऑफ द फैमिली. सपोज देयर इज़ ओनली 1 or 2 children in the family, the children are well equipped with everything, they get everything, all their demands fulfilled and needs are fulfilled, and with everything they are fine. But suppose in a family there are 10 children, in comparison to those to that family in which they had only 2 children, in comparison to 10 children, they won't be able to get all the requirements fulfilled which they were getting fulfilled. So we have to be very careful about the changes which the family norms can bring in the family. Okay, then family size. If the suppose the family the size of the family depends upon many things. Basic human needs, the basic human needs, suppose whatever we are getting it, if suppose it is, you have to divide it between people. Suppose there are 4 people, mother, father and 2 children, it can be easily divided into 4 people. But suppose there are 6 children and including mother, father and grandchildren, 10 people. Suppose the thing will be divided into 10 equal parts. So you can imagine income and growth of the economy and savings. It also depends upon the income and growth. What's the income of the family? क्योंकि everything depends upon the income of the family. अगर income of the family is very good, fine. But if the income of the family is not very good, it will get difficult for the family to manage it with so many children. And also if the economy rate is good of the family, income is good, we can also have the saving. अगर हमारे पास अच्छा इनकम है तो हम सेविंग भी कर सकते हैं. सपोज इनकम इज़ नॉट गुड, इट्स नॉट बीइंग एबल टू फुलफिल द डिमांड्स ऑफ ऑल द पीपल स्टेइंग इन द फैमिली, then it's difficult to think about savings. Then food and nutrition, quality and quantity. So food and nutrition, whatever food and nutrition is required by the family, it has to be done in a proper way so that everyone is getting balanced diet. If whatever the demands of their body is according to the balanced diet, they should get according to that. Quality should also be good and at the same time quantity also. जो भी खाना हम ले रहे हैं फैमिली के लिए, क्वालिटी अच्छी होनी चाहिए. एट द सेम टाइम whatever quantity it is required by the body, they should get it. Use of land and urban public system. Whatever land and system we are following, we are staying in a small house. Suppose 4 people are there, easily we can stay in a small house also. But suppose 10 people are there, we require a proper house where 10 people can be easily accommodated, ताकि वो अच्छे से रह सके. Because at times it's very difficult staying in a one room. 10 लोगों को एक रूम में रख दिया जाए तो आप you can imagine it's difficult. So we have to think on these lines. Health, especially that of mother and child. At the same time, you have to think about the health of the mother, because if the health of mother is not good, how she will be able to manage the children properly, giving them proper nutrition, giving them proper diet, giving them proper all the needs and requirements of the children to be fulfilled. So mother has to be in perfect condition. At the same time, if she will be fine, she will keep the children also in a better condition. Education, particularly that of children, and At the same time, in this era, it is very important that each child should be educated. So education of children is the priority and should be given importance. Each child should be educated. And suppose there are so many children, at times it's difficult for the parents to give education to all the children, and this happens that after some years of education, usually boys, they start up with something job or so, because it's difficult to fulfill the requirement of the family. So these were the family size effects, which the family size were affected by these following points. Okay. Then types of family. We'll see that there are many types of families, and families can be grouped on the basis of marriage. And these family size marriage depends upon their marriage size, community, procreation, relationship, religion, and culture. So here there's a table of types of family. If you have a book, you can have a look in to this table, but if you don't have a book, I'll send you this um, through the photocopy, and you can then read it nicely. Okay. On the basis of marriage, family can be classified as monogamous family and polygamous. On the basis of marriage, जब शादी हो जाती है, on the basis of marriage, families को हम classify कर सकते हैं as monogamous family and polygamous. So what is monogamous? Monogamous family is the most common type of family. ये सबसे ज़्यादा common type of family है, where one husband and with one wife live together with their children, where husband is living with one wife and with their children. That is monogamous family. Usually we'll see this type of family in the society. Then polygamous family consists of one husband with more than one wife, or the reverse. What happens in the polygamous, one husband is having more than one wife, or reverse. And in many sections of the society, we see that we follow patriarchal family. यहाँ पे head of the family is usually men, and they are the supreme head of the family. But in some states, it's the matriarchal family we follow, in which like here we see girls after marriage go to their husband's house. But in that condition, in matriarchal family, we see that husbands comes to their girl's house, and that is how they follow the matriarchal family. तो जैसे हस्बैंड के बहुत सारे वाइफ्स हो सकते हैं, वैसे वाइफ कैन ऑल्सो हैव मैनी हस्बैंड्स if it is polygamous. Okay. On the basis of authority, family can be matriarchal or patriarchal. Authority basis पे family को हम matriarchal या patriarchal family में divide कर सकते हैं. What is matriarchal family? Is dominated by the female member of the family. मैट्रियाकल फैमिली में क्या होता है, इट इज़ डोमिनेटेड बाय द फीमेल मेंबर. जो लेडी ऑफ द फैमिली है वो डोमिनेट करती है, नॉट द हस्बैंड. द मैन आफ्टर मैरिज कम्स टू द वाइफ्स हाउस, एंड द टाइटल ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन इज गिवन बाय द टाइटल ऑफ द मैटरनल साइड. तो क्या होता है यहाँ पे, आफ्टर मैरिज the lady does not go to the man's house, but man after marriage comes to the girl's house, wife's house. and और जो टाइटल होता है यहाँ पे हम देखते हैं ना, वी फॉलो द टाइटल ऑफ द फादर. लेकिन वहाँ पे मैट्रियाकल में वी फॉलो द टाइटल ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन, ऑल्सो दे फॉलो द टाइटल ऑफ द मदर्स. मदर के साइड का जो टाइटल होता है वो फॉलो करते हैं. देन पैट्रियाकल फैमिली अथॉरिटी इज़ द फादर. लेकिन पैट्रियाकल फैमिली में इज जस्ट द सेम जो आजकल होता है, दैट इज़ इट इज़ द अथॉरिटी. फादर इज़ द अथॉरिटी. आफ्टर मैरिज द लेडी कम्स टू द हस्बैंड्स प्लेस एंड द चिल्ड्रन बेयर द फादर्स टाइटल. लेडी जो होते हैं वो अपने हस्बैंड के घर आती हैं, और जो बच्चे होते हैं उनको अपने फादर का जो सरनेम है उसको फॉलो करते हैं. In these family the sole authority is given to the elderly male if it is joint family. लेकिन अगर it is a joint family, जो elderly male होते हैं, that is he is the dominating factor, और वो जो है पूरा फैमिली को अच्छे से डोमिनेट करते हैं, और he has the full authority over the family. Okay. Then families can be classified as joint family or nuclear family on the basis of size. Basis of size में family को हम joint family या nuclear family में divide करते हैं. And you know what is nuclear family and what is joint family. Nuclear family refers to the family with husband, wife and their children. Husband, wife staying together, that is nuclear family. On the other hand, joint family is the union of two or more nuclear families. Joint family में two or more family when they stay together, it is joint family, where husband, wife with their children and grandfather, grandmother or brother, sister of the husband. So जॉइंट फैमिली में क्या होता है कि हस्बैंड वाइफ एंड देयर चिल्ड्रन प्लस बच्चों के ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स प्लस हस्बैंड के ब्रदर और सिस्टर ऑल्सो दे आर स्टेइंग इन द फैमिली विद देयर फैमिलीज. हस्बैंड विद देयर चिल्ड्रन एंड वाइफ और द अदर रिलेटिव स्टेज टुगेदर. और उसके अलावा भी कोई और भी रिलेटिव्स होते हैं, दे ऑल्सो स्टे टुगेदर. These all comes under the joint family. Okay children, I hope you are being able to understand what is nuclear family and joint family. And on the basis of the place, the family also can be classified as urban and rural families. जो जिस जगह पर the family is staying, we can classify them according to the place where they are staying, that whether it is urban or rural. Urban family, the people who are staying in the town or city, and rural families, the people who are staying in the village. Generally, urban families are referred to the families living in town or cities, and rural families refer to the village. Rural families जो होती हैं, usually they stay in villages. Okay. Families can also be grouped under orientation families. Families को हम orientation families में भी group कर सकते हैं. There the person with his wife and children lives. What happens in this orientation type of families, इसमें क्या होता है, a person, a father with his wife and children living with his parents. Grandparents is staying there and grandparents. Person is staying with his parents and also the grandparents. एंड प्रोक्रिएशन में क्या, तो ओरिएंटेशन में क्या होता है, पर्सन इज स्टेइंग विथ हिज वाइफ, चिल्ड्रन, हिज पेरेंट्स एंड ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स. एंड प्रोक्रिएशन में फैमिलीज में वेयर द पर्सन लिव्स विथ हिज वाइफ एंड चिल्ड्रन एंड ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन. ओनली पर्सन लिविंग विथ वाइफ एंड चिल्ड्रन एंड ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन. ओके, नो ग्रैंडफादर और नो ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स. फैमिलीज कैन बी क्लासिफाइड एज कॉन्जुगल फैमिली. Conjugal family में क्या होता है, where only the husband, wife and their children live together. Conjugal family is more or less like nuclear family, where husband, wife and their children live together. Whereas in consanguineous families, the central family live with other blood relatives. और क्या कहते हैं, कॉन्स्टैगनस फैमिली में क्या होता है, जो मेन फैमिली होती है वो अपने दूसरे ब्लड रिलेशंस वाले जो रिलेटिव्स हैं उनके साथ भी रह सकती है. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ रिलीजन द फैमिली कैन बी ग्रुप्ड अंडर हिंदू, मुस्लिम एंड क्रिश्चियन फैमिलीज. जो अगर हम रिलीजन के बेसिस पे फैमिली को ग्रुपिंग करेंगे तो इट कम्स अंडर हिंदू, मुस्लिम एंड क्रिश्चियन फैमिलीज वेयर दे परफॉर्म देयर ओन राइट्स. जहाँ पे जो रिचुअल्स, वहाँ पे इट कैन बी ग्रुप्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू हिंदू फैमिलीज, मुस्लिम फैमिलीज, क्रिश्चियन फैमिलीज, और जहाँ पे दे आर परफॉर्मिंग देयर ओन रिचुअल्स. जो उनके रिचुअल्स होते हैं, फैमिली के रिचुअल्स होते हैं, वो उसको परफॉर्म करते हैं. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कल्चर देयर कैन बी वेस्टर्न कल्चर एंड ईस्टर्न कल्चर फैमिलीज. कल्चर के बेसिस पे भी हम फैमिली को डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, लाइक वेस्टर्न कल्चर एंड ईस्टर्न कल्चर फैमिलीज. इन वेस्टर्न कल्चर फैमिली द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज डिवाइडेड इक्वली बिटवीन हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ. वेस्टर्न कल्चर में क्या होता है, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज इक्वली डिवाइडेड बिटवीन हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ बिकॉज बोथ द पर्सन आर वर्किंग एंड most of the families are of nuclear type, or mostly the families are of nuclear type. It gives equal status to man and women. और वहाँ पे man and women they are equally important. उनको equal status भी मिलता है और दोनों लोग they do their work with the help of each other. Both of the parents, husband and wife, they help each other and क्या कहते हैं, they have the equal status in the family. ईस्टर्न कल्चर फैमिलीज़ में क्या होता है, हस्बैंड इज़ द सुप्रीम मेंबर. लेकिन ईस्टर्न कल्चर में क्या होता है, हस्बैंड इज़ द सुप्रीम मेंबर एंड अथॉरिटी. ही हैज़ द फुल अथॉरिटी about taking any decision, about opinions and everything. The family follow their tradition and culture. जो भी tradition और culture husband की तरफ का है, family follows that. Joint families are found more in Eastern culture families. और जॉइंट फैमिली जो होते हैं, जो ईस्टर्न कल्चर ऑफ फैमिलीज होते हैं, उसी को फॉलो करते हैं, बिकॉज इन दैट culture, the supreme head is the man who is the eldest, and he has the authority over everything towards taking any decision regarding the family. Family से related कोई भी decision लेना है, the supreme head of the family, whoever is, he takes the decision about everything. Okay, children. So these were the types of family we were seeing. The next is changes in family. We'll continue these changes in the family tomorrow, and I'll be sending you those papers. Go through it nicely and read it. So, and in case whatever we discussed about the types of families and about the norms of the family size, if you have any questions, please come up with your questions. Okay, thank you.